Caitlin Clark is redefining how people view women's basketball, whether intentionally or simply by playing her game. Her performance on the court is aggressive, sharp, and charismatic, drawing the attention of fans, analysts, and even NBA legends who don't often speak up on the college circuit. When five NBA greats, known for their prowess and high standards, expressed their thoughts on Clark's game, the sports world took notice. It wasn't just a pat on the back, but rather an acknowledgement of something special brewing in the landscape of basketball. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. The term bully may sound harsh, but in sports, it's more of an acknowledgement of dominance. And Caitlin Clark embodies that dominance in a way that draws admiration and even a few chuckles from those who see the echoes of their younger selves in her fiery competitiveness. When NBA legends who were once known for their own intensity and swagger started talking about Clark, it wasn't out of obligation or for a PR stunt. It was because they saw someone who approaches the game with a fire that can't be faked or forced. It's just who she is. One of these legends, known for his razor-sharp wit and candid opinions, pointed out that Clark plays like she has a vendetta against the hoop. The humor in that is grounded in Clark's undeniable tendency to take things personally on the court. You can see it in the way she celebrates big shots, gets into the face of defenders, or walks away from a hard foul with a knowing grin. It's that little bit of cockiness that makes her stand out, like a wolf among sheep in a game where confidence is both a weapon and an armor. Another legend, a man who played in an era where trash talk was an art form, mentioned how Clark's game reminds him of players who didn't just want to win, but wanted to leave their opponents questioning their career choices. While he stopped short of calling her a trash talker, he hinted that Clark's presence alone has a way of disrupting the psyche of those guarding her. Her swagger isn't something practiced, it's inherent, a byproduct of knowing that at any moment, she can completely change the outcome of a game with a single shot. These NBA legends didn't just talk about Clark's skills, they'd addressed her demeanor, her leadership, and her ability to make her team feel like they're in every game, no matter what the scoreboard says. One retired champion, known for carrying his team through thick and thin, admired how Clark keeps her squad locked in even when the odds seem daunting. It's in the way she demands the ball in crunch time, gestures at her teammates to stay sharp, or simply makes the impossible seem routine. But while they highlighted her competitive spirit, they didn't shy away from acknowledging her technical prowess. One of the game's most fundamentally sound point guards of all time observed that Clark plays the game like she's running a chessboard. He described how she manipulates defenses, using her dribble to force defenders to commit before dishing out assists with pinpoint accuracy. It's the type of court vision that can't be taught. It's an instinct, and it's why the legends weren't just talking about her future in the NBA, but also mentioning her name in the same breath as all-time greats. Despite the admiration, the legends weren't all glowing praise. There were nods to areas of improvement, subtle hints at what Clark needs to refine if she wants to dominate at the next level. One legend, known for his tough love approach, half-joked that Clark's biggest challenge would be to keep her cool when defenses start doubling her, before she even crosses half-court. This, of course, drew a laugh, but the point was clear. The higher she climbs, the tougher the resistance will be. Yet even those critiques came wrapped in admiration for Clark's resilience. Another retired great, who made a career out of overcoming every defensive scheme imaginable, spoke about how Clark's determination could take her past these obstacles. He referenced her tendency to get back up after a hard foul, to keep driving to the hoop no matter how many times defenders try to knock her down. It's this grit that keeps fans glued to their screens and defenders on their toes. What these NBA legends saw in Clark wasn't just talent, but the kind of confidence that borders on brashness, something that draws mixed feelings but ultimately earns respect. It's a confidence that says, I'm not just here to play, I'm here to dominate. This attitude, paired with her talent, is what made these legends sit up and take notice. They didn't see another good player, they saw someone with the potential to leave a mark on the sport, someone who could shift narratives and redefine expectations in a way few have done before. While this conversation about Clark is mostly centered on her skills and personality, there's an underlying theme of passing the torch. These legends, who have seen countless young players come and go, recognize that Clark might be more than just another standout player. She could be a catalyst for a new era in women's basketball, a sport that's constantly battling for recognition on equal footing with the men's game. Their acknowledgement was not merely a nod of approval, but an unspoken message that the sport is in good hands with Clark leading the charge. The way Clark plays the game isn't traditional, and she doesn't follow an established script. She takes deep threes without hesitation, threads passes through traffic that would make a quarterback blush, and talks to the crowd like she's putting on a show, which in many ways she is. And the show isn't just about her. It's about her team, the fans, and the larger story of women's basketball gaining the respect and attention it deserves. These legends, who were once disruptors themselves, see a bit of their old spark in Clark. One of them, a former MVP known for his dry sense of humor, remarked that Clark has a shoot first, apologize never mentality. It's the type of mentality that isn't universally loved, but is deeply respected by those who understand the game. Her boldness, her unwillingness to fade into the background, has made her a figure who doesn't just play basketball, but brings a new flavor to it. Clark's rise to this level didn't happen overnight. It's a story of someone who's been honing her craft from the playground to the national stage, absorbing everything around her and blending it into a game that's uniquely hers. Her demeanor, her fire, and her playstyle are all products of years spent watching, learning, and figuring out exactly who she wanted to be on the court. She isn't following in anyone's footsteps, she's carving her own path, and the world is starting to follow her. In a sport often defined by polished post-game interviews and carefully curated images, Clark's authenticity is refreshing. She isn't afraid to show when she's thrilled, frustrated, or fired up. It's this authenticity that resonates with fans and apparently with these NBA legends as well. They see in her what they once saw in themselves, a young player who loves the game enough to leave everything out on the court. It's not every day that 5 NBA legends weigh in on a college player, especially with such enthusiasm. But Caitlin Clark isn't an everyday player, and she's not treating the game like it's just a step toward a professional career. She's treating it like an opportunity to leave a legacy, and that's what has everyone, from retired NBA champions to the casual fan, buzzing. In the end, the conversation about Clark isn't just about her statistics or accolades, it's about her impact. She's turning heads not just because of her talent, but because of the way she carries herself, the way she plays the game with a relentless determination that's both entertaining and inspiring. Whether she's hitting deep threes, dishing out no-look passes, or talking trash to anyone who will listen, Caitlin Clark is doing what great players do, forcing people to pay attention and leaving them wanting more. The opinions of these NBA legends add another layer to the narrative surrounding Clark. It's no longer just about her being a standout in the college scene. It's about her becoming a player who's transcending her level, drawing comparisons, and even earning critiques from some of the best to ever do it. It's a testament to how far she's come and a hint at just how far she could go. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.